Hey guys, I thought I would do a video on which chick lit contemporary women's fiction books that I have enjoyed in 2011. I have a pile here of the ones I still own. I will mention, I think there's 3 of them that I would actually like to pick up myself, so I'll mention them first. It's too hot to turn on my other computer, so I'm just going to tell you them, and you can look them up on Goodreads. The first book that I really enjoyed was Already Home by Susanne Mallery. I didn't, it wasn't a 5-star book, but it was enjoyable. I think that I want to read it a second time around because I had a lot of stuff going on, but I think that I missed a few things as well. I don't know why, and plus I love the cover, so I really want to get that book again. So I probably will pick it up at some stage. The other book is Hot Stuff by Elaine Fox. I might actually put the reviews for these down the bottom. That was a kind of a surprise. It was a mass paperback book, which delights me to no end. And it did take me a while to read, but it was kind of a more mature read. Late 30s, 40s woman who doesn't really think that there is love now that she's turned of age, and she doesn't know what love is because she hasn't really felt it before. And I really enjoyed that book, so I'll definitely be picking that up for myself at some point. And lastly, which I have read recently and I reviewed on this channel, I believe, is Wrapped Up in You by Carole Matthews. If you want to check out that review, it is on my blog and it should be on this channel too. So, yeah. Okay, on to the books that I have, and still own. They're not in any order, so I'll just show you. I read this tiny book by Cecilia Ahern. It's Girl in the Mirror. It is 2 books, or 2 stories rather. Girl in the Mirror and The Memory Maker. If you're looking for a short weekend read or something to read on the train, or you're waiting at the doctor's office or something like that, this is a perfect book because it's short, it's got a bit of magic in it, so it's kind of enticing, but it's not too overly complicated. Some parts of it were a little bit confusing for me, but I would read it again, for sure. And I haven't actually read anything by Cecilia Ahern, so this was a great introduction for me. I'm not sure if it would be a great introduction for anyone else, but for me it definitely was. By the time you read this by Lola Jaye, you're never going to give this book away, mainly because of the cover. But the story is just beautiful. It's been a long time since I have read this book, but it's about a father who leaves a manual for his daughter, and every year she has to read a chapter or a part of it, I think until she turns 30, and it's kind of like a roadmap for her life, what things she'll expect, and it's just beautiful. It's one of those stories that, it has its intense moments, it has its, downfalls and upfalls, but it was just, I love it, I really do. And if you guys haven't even checked this author out, go and check her out because she's absolutely awesome. I'm still constructing sort of a review, a list of interview questions. I still need to write her back and ask if I can have her on the blog because I really love her and I cannot wait to read. I think it's While You Were Dreaming, I Still Have My Shelf, and that's another great premise as well. I cannot speak too highly of this book, but I'm pretty sure I have a review on my channel and on my blog. I have reviews for every book. I don't think there's one book that I haven't reviewed because I'm addicted to telling you my thoughts. Another recent book that I read was Lola's Secret by Monica Mcinerney. Another absolutely just mind-blowing book. One of those books that just really made me fall in love with the author's writing style. Whew, just dropping all over the place. It is set in Australia, which is my home country, which is nice to read because I read a lot of books set in America or England or other places, so it's nice to start getting into some of the Australian authors that make up Australia. And I don't see a lot of her work going around, so I really like to, I don't want to say promote, but I like getting my thoughts out. And this is about a lady named Lola Jaye and her plans for Christmas. It's a family novel, it revolves around family matters and death and love and things like that. It's just one of those really feel-good ones, and I love the cover. Typical Australian Christmas, or summer rather, and it's beautiful, and it's another book that I'm not going to ever give away. In the same token, my introduction to Monica Mcinerney was Odd One Out, which is a short story. Oh wow. I got this used, so that's probably why there's stuff in here. I borrowed this book from the library, and I also bought a copy online, and then I went to the charity shop, and there was one for 50 cents, so I bought one for my mum. This is about Sylvie, and she needs to get away from her controlling, horrible family that use her like a doormat, and she does, and she moves to Melbourne. Yeah, Melbourne with her brother, and she finds romance and things like that, and I really like it. It's a really nice, another nice short read, like a weekend read, probably perfect for that. If you hear my stomach grumbling, I'm a bit sick still, so yeah. Again, recently, seems like recently I've been reading a lot of contemporary. Garden Spells by Addison. Do I need to say more? I really love her writing style. I fell in love with her when I read Sugar Queen, and I fell in love again when I read Garden Spells. This is about the Waverley family, and they all have sort of not magical powers, but they have little charms about their life, like Claire, whose niche is cooking and gardening, and she has power with her flowers, and and the other lady, I can't even remember now. That's really bad. But the old lady in this novel has this knack for giving people things when they need it. Sometimes it's useless things, and other times it's not. But I really love this book so much. I hope you guys can hear me, because the aircon's pretty loud. Frankie Says Relapse. Yep. As you can tell, I've read this book so many times. Again, this is actually a reread for me this year, but still, it was on my challenge to read. I really love this book. Of course, I love all these books. And it's about a woman who reads her diary and goes back in time and to when she was a teenager, and in 1984, and she's not really happy with her life, but she wants to understand why she's not happy and overcome it, and she does, and it's really awesome. And I don't think Siobhan Curham has many books out, but if you ever find a copy of this book, definitely pick it up. One of the best $5 I've ever spent, and I think I got this when I was 15, 14, something like that. So it's been in my collection a long time, and never gonna leave it. And lastly, I have had a review on this site, I believe, for the Cookie Club by Pearlman. I like this book. I really did love it. I didn't love it, but yeah, it was really good. And obviously you can watch my review. But really one of those really good Christmassy books, but not with an overwhelming Christmas feel to it. It's not bogged down in candy canes, Christmas tree, elves. It's more of a big group of family friends getting together and discussing their lives and making changes and moving forward, and eating cookies and cooking cookies, and it actually got me into baking. After reading this, I thought, I shouldn't be so scared to try these things out, and I did. I made some muffins and some chocolate biscuits that kind of added too much chocolate into them, so they kind of went like a, what do you call them? Almost like a really flat brownie. And then I made chocolate chip biscuits for it. Yeah, they're cool. So, yeah, I think that's it. So another good year in books, actually. Quite a good year. So if you would like to know any more about these books, check them out on Goodreads, or check out my blog. There are definitely reviews for every book I read. If not, check out my other channel, which is Bitten by Booklust, on YouTube. Or if there's any books that I have reviewed on this channel, I hope to review more next year. So yeah. So thank you guys for your support and joining this brilliant channel. That you know, I'm so weird, but yeah, thank you guys. I really do appreciate all your support, and you've really just made this channel just fantastic. And I cannot wait for your recommendations or comments or anything. I'm just really excited for the next year, and I think maybe we might be holding a place for another person to join the channel. So if you are actually interested, there's not too much stress involved. It's probably just going to be like once every fortnight, I think, or once a week or a month, I'm not sure, just to post a video. And yeah. So look out for the channel, and I shall see you in a new year. Bye.